Pisces, welcome to Light Guided. This is Lisa here to do your energy reading for September. These are general messages for soul growth and healing. That's our focus here. And they may not resonate for everyone. If you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to check us out in the link below at lightguided.com. And we also offer intuitive counseling and distance energy healing as well. Let's see, what else? That's it. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and jump in and see what messages Spirit has for you today for the month of September. I'm going to start with a Gemstone card to set the tone of the reading, and then we'll look at the energies of the recent past. What are you emerging from? And also current energies, as well as what needs to be healed and what actions you can start in the month of September as well. All right, let's get going. Pisces. What is the Gemstone energy for Pisces? Wow. Pisces, you have the energy of Source, the divine temple. Such a beautiful energy. I'm going to actually read from the book because I want to make sure I'm giving you all the messages that are here for you and not miss anything. So this stone can be, in this energy, it can be either clear, smoky quartz or an amethyst. And it's related to all of the different chakras. This is a master teacher card. And here's what it says. The Divine Temple, one of the master teacher crystals, is one of the most powerful crystals on the planet. It acts as a temple of divine light and direction and direct connection to the higher realms and source energy. This crystal invites you to enter deeply into her inner temple to receive divine wisdom and love from the universe. It restores your deep connection to self and all that allows you to experience inner peace and clarity. The Divas of Divine Temple Crystal are here to ask you to connect, attune, and align to the Akashic Records, a place held within the universe where every thought, feeling, and experience from every lifetime and from every lifetime are recorded and stored. This powerful crystal is called a divine temple because it is a place to enter and connect with the divine source of the universe. When you sit in union with this powerful crystal, the gates of heaven open and you connect to all that is. This divine temple of light is a sacred place to receive renewal, meditation, and healing, and to access universal wisdom. Whew! Boy, the energy of that card just makes me sweat a little bit. Not just because it's 80 degrees in here, but it's a very powerful energy. It's a very beautiful way to begin the reading. So with that, Pisces, let's go ahead and jump in and look at recent past. What energies you're emerging from? What are the energies you're emerging from? Interesting. Very similar to your Cancer buddies here on the water element spectrum as well. So we have the energy of all tied up. This is a number 5 energy, which is a very spiritual energy. But I'm getting this is definitely a different energy than what was same card, different energy than your Cancer friends. So in this energy, the way it's showing up in your reading, Pisces, is that you're emerging from a time when, sorry, my cats are knocking at the door. Give me just a second to really tune into this card. So something very interesting is standing out to me here. I'm noticing in this image that the female figure in the image is wearing a dress that looks like a wedding dress. And I feel like for some of you, there may be some, this may be for some of you that you recently were married, or that you are struggling with your marriage. That's a pretty specific message here. Pardon me. So in general, this energy is about recognizing that while you might be feeling constrained by a situation, it's really within your power to, you know, take, I was going to say unconstrained, take the vines off, right? Untie yourself. It's really within your power to do that. And it might be for some of you that you're feeling this restriction, and maybe you're feeling it, you're having the experience of restriction and thinking it's about a situation. Again, for some of you, that might be about marriage, or about a marriage starting or ending, or just about marriage in general. However, the message here is that it's not about the circumstance at all. It's about what's going on inside of you. What's happening inside of you is what's causing you, or allowing you to feel this sense of restriction. And I'm just hearing that, you know, you haven't, this is a part of your growth and you're a part of your healing that you need, that you're trying to understand right now, is why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, and how to begin to recognize that every situation is ultimately about us. It's ultimately about ourselves, and how we deal with the situation. Now, that's not to say that that your marriage is perfect, or, whatever. That's not it at all. But this is about who you are being and how you are being, that is not allowing you to see the situation as it is. Because right now you're thinking that the situation has you stuck, or has you tied up, so to speak. But the message here is really to look inward about that. And then we have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron energy, which is related to your intuition. And the energy I'm getting from this card, the messages I'm getting from this card, are that because you're externalizing your discomfort, you're externalizing your situation in a way where you're not able to see your part in it at this time. Because you're in that energy, it's also very hard for you to stay connected with your intuition, because you're so caught up mentally and emotionally in putting your energy, again, on that situation, that you're not able to see through your intuition or hear your intuition. Now, again, just to clarify, marriage may have nothing to do with this for some of you, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So it's a big energy and a big lesson, and it's fascinating to me that source, that this divine temple is the setting the tone for the reading. It may be for some of you that as you come into awareness about this part of how you're living, or how you're showing up in the world in this situation, or maybe in many situations where you feel like you're not in control and you blame other people perhaps, or blame situations for how you're feeling or what you're experiencing. If that is true for you, if this resonates for you, you are clearly on the path toward total enlightenment. I mean, and this is kind of a pivotal situation that's going to allow you to begin to open up to the divine in a way that you haven't ever before. So Pisces, with that, let's look at current energies. What's happening currently in the current energies? We have 2 messages in the current energies here. We have Dear Spirit. It's a very sweet spirit. Bring a gentle touch. What I'm getting from that energy is, particularly as you're emerging from this situation where you're feeling like those circumstances or maybe other people are contributing to, I'm going to say lack of happiness. Okay. That's the way it's coming through to me. If that is happening for you, it may be that there are times when you're resenting that situation, where you're finger pointing the other person, or you're acting out because you feel like it's the other person or the situation's fault. And because of that, you're actually creating more and more conflict that leads to more and more of the energy of feeling tied up. So if that's part of the dynamic that if this resonates for you, and that's part of the dynamic that you're recognizing, this is really calling for a gentle touch. The situation, it's like I'm hearing the only way to get out of this energy is to stop blaming the situation, stop blaming the other person, and you might need to bring some gentleness to that. And kind of an opposite feeling energy here, we have fox spirit, think on your feet. And this is an energy of quickness. It's an energy of kind of rapid fire. Let me see something here. Interesting. Both of these energies reduce to the number 9, which is coming toward the end of a cycle. So you're not quite at the end of this cycle, but you're moving in the direction of being at the end of this cycle. I'm also getting for some of you this fox spirit, especially in relationship to the bring a gentle touch energy. It may be that your pattern is to move so quickly and it's like rapid fire. You know, the situation that's coming up for you, you may send rapid fire toward the situation or toward the other people that are in this situation. And rapid fire in this way, it could be, you know, things that you actually say, but it could also be thoughts that you have about the situation. So let's say it's a work situation and you're feeling, you know, like the work situation has you bound and tied. And so you're resenting the situation and you just keep hurling resentment at the situation over and over again. So if that's a situation that you find yourself in, again, there's the energy here of a request here, energy of bringing a gentle touch to the situation. You know, see what happens if you can pull back the energy of rapid fire, the energy of resentment, and see what happens with that situation as you start to bring a gentle touch to it and see if it begins to shift. So we're going to look at this energy at the subconscious level, conscious level, and the higher conscious level. And then we'll also look at what needs to be healed here, okay? Subconscious level, please. Oh, yeah. So at the subconscious level, this situation is, there's a moving away from this situation. So that's going to be different for each of you. Again, general reading. For some of you, this is moving away from the pattern of behavior. It's going to be moving away from, you know, engaging in this way because you recognize it's not bringing you fulfillment or satisfaction in your life. For others of you, this could be specifically moving away from this situation, leaving a job, ending a marriage, something like that. And for many of you, there's a sense of hopefulness, like you're trying to move towards something better, but you're not quite sure how yet. You're not quite sure how to do that yet. There's a lot of healing here. Healing of yourself and healing of the situations, because sometimes when we're dealing with our own issues and we're trying to heal and we're going through that journey, sometimes we cause issues for other people, and not on purpose necessarily, but then the situation requires healing. Now other people are involved and they need to do some healing now too because of how this all played out. And this could be both ways. If this is related to a situation with another person, it may be that you're both kind of in and out of this situation with each other, where you might be blaming each other. And if that's the case, if it's a relationship worth, saving, you may consider going to counseling together. Whether you're friends, family, marital couple, it doesn't matter. I guess the only time you couldn't really do counseling is if it's a boss, right? You and your boss probably aren't going to go to therapy together, but it might be that you learn some more about this pattern for yourself, and you find ways to begin to shift that. And as you begin to shift, the situation will begin to shift also. And finally, at the subconscious level, we have psychic abilities. So for some of you, psychic abilities are starting to get triggered and opened up through this journey, through this part of your journey. Again, for others of you, the psychic abilities are there, but you're not able yet to see them or rely on them because you're caught up in this way of being that is preventing you from really accessing that. Let's take a look at what's happening at the conscious level. What's happening at the conscious level? What are you aware of here? What are you aware of? Do you have commitment in the reverse? I don't read these particular cards in the reverse, but I will say that the way this energy is showing up, it feels like you're aware that there's a challenge to the commitment. Again, whether that's in a marital situation, a family situation, another kind of relationship, there's a challenge to your level of commitment here. You also might be questioning the commitment of another person. Or the commitment of a situation. So maybe you work for a company and you're not sure of their commitment to you, if they're going to stay loyal, if they're going to protect you. For others of you, there's a sense here of wanting to protect the commitment, wanting to honor the commitment, but not being sure how, not knowing yet what to do. We have the energy of blessings. You're looking for the blessings in the situation. You're looking for understanding and trying. Some of you are really clearly trying to understand what's happening here. You're really trying to understand this dynamic and why it's playing out this way. And again, some of you are feeling really blocked, like you're not able to see clearly because of the situation. There's so much emotion involved and there's so many things involved that it's hard for you to actually see the blessing in any of it, but you're really looking. You're really, really looking. And finally here we have the energy of fertility. And I'm getting, this is interesting. So for some of you, the reason that this is playing out this way is because there's a part of you that is hidden, that you've been hiding. And what I mean by that is it's not a bad part of you, but maybe there's this energy in you that's very creative. There's this energy in you that wants to be fully self-expressed, and you've been holding yourself back because you believe that that's what you're supposed to do. Like if you're in this commitment, whether it's work or a relationship, that you have a belief that you're supposed to be in that situation in a certain way. And because of that belief, you've been holding back your energy. You've been holding back this part of yourself, and that is playing a role in why you're unhappy. Okay, so part of the message here is taking back your power. If there's something here that, like, you're creative in some way, you want to, paint, draw, whatever, something creative, or you have a creative idea, this is about connect in with that idea and allow that idea to emerge. And I sense for some of you that this is resonating for, that once you connect in with this energy of allowing this fertile energy, this energy of fire to begin to emerge, it's going to start to resolve some of this other stuff for you. You're going to be less resentful. You're going to be less angry and less blaming of the situation. And as you shift that, the situation will shift as well in response, and the people in the situation will shift as well. So really connecting in with that beautiful creative energy that's part of who you are. Let that inspire you. Let that be your focus. let that take your time and attention. You don't need to hide it. Let's look at the higher conscious level, what's happening here at the higher conscious level. Too many cards. I just need 2 cards, please. 2 cards. Thank you. Please, thank you. Okay, looking at the higher conscious level. Oh, wow. Yeah. So again, until you really connect in with what empowers you, you connect in with your authentic voice, and until you begin to feel more grounded in that, like some of you might be feeling like you've lost part of yourself. Until you connect in with that, it's going to be kind of challenging. And what I'm seeing here is that you know, you're trying to express yourself by setting these boundaries. Normally, I mean, you know, healthy boundaries are great, right? We all need healthy boundaries. But in this case, you may be setting boundaries that are such that you're pushing people away, that you are not allowing other people to come into you, and you feel justified in this. And that is part of the challenge here. That's part of the energy that's happening here that's creating challenges for you, is that you feel justified in behaving this way. And just seeing if there's anything else coming in here at this level. Ultimately, what you want and what you crave is well-being. Ultimately, what you want and what you crave is balance, justice. You want to have healthy boundaries. You want to be able to feel that wholeness within yourself. And right now, that part of you is feeling kind of lost. It's feeling a little bit out of balance. And so that is really here of what is causing some of these challenges. So I want to pull some energies here. Let's look at what needs to be healed and released. And I'm getting it to pull from 2 separate decks. So let me pull first from the Gemstone deck, and then I'll pull from the Soul Journey deck as well. What needs to be healed and released here for Pisces? Oh my goodness, so many messages. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these messages really seem to resonate with the rest of the reading. The energy of creativity, allowing yourself to really connect into that fire energy of yourself. Having clarity, you know, speaking your truth. If you're, instead of, you know, resenting the situation or blaming the other person, you know, this situation calls for you to be authentic in your voice, which can look like, you know, maybe you say, hey, I'm feeling really lost and that's why I've been acting this way. And being able to articulate that. Also, having healthy boundaries. Healing your heart. So it may be some of this defensiveness that you're feeling, this guardedness, might be because this situation reminds you of something else from your past that's unhealed. And finally, life purpose. And I feel like 2 messages here. One is that your life purpose can't be revealed to you consciously if you're stuck in this energy. Okay? There's part of you that wants to know your life purpose, but again, it's caught up in this energy, so it's very difficult to know exactly, you know, how that's going to unfold or where that lands for you. I'm going to pull 1 additional card from the Soul Journey, healing, an energy that needs to be healed in the month of September. That's a heavy one. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So for some of you, you may be fearful about failing. And again, this may tie back to, you know, old patterns, family patterns, but you may be so fearful of failing that you're causing this discord in your life that actually ultimately may lead to a sense of failure. It's like they call that self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Let's take a look here at what needs to be sustained. What needs to be sustained? Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. And let's also look at what needs to be started, what action to be started in the month of September related to this situation. Freedom. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. That's mirroring that original, the card that came out about being tied up, and that's exactly the message right there. Let's take a look at overall outcome here. Let's take a look at overall outcome. What is the outcome here for Pisces? I do get that for those of you that this message resonates for, I get that there's an unhappiness because you just feel so stuck. You just aren't sure what to do. One more, please. Thank you. You know, the outcome looks really, really beautiful. The outcome is beautiful. We have the energy of forgiveness. And I feel like in this case, this is not only about forgiving other people and situations, but this forgiveness goes much deeper. This is a forgiveness of the self. Maybe you feel bad about the way you've been behaving or feeling. This could also be about forgiving, you know, family patterns, things that happened in the past that have allowed you to be in the current energy that you're in now. We have this beautiful energy of prosperity. I feel like if you are able to approach these situations differently, if you're able to connect in with what empowers you, connect into that energy of creation, that energy of, you know, the things that really inspire you, the situation will shift and you will come into an energy of prosperity where it's almost going to be like a miracle. You're going to think, oh my gosh, that one little change, you know, that one little thing that I did that changed everything. Now my life is amazing. Now everything is incredible. You're going to get to be in a space of your empowerment. Your relationships are going to improve. Your situation at work will improve. Again, how this resonates for you, depending on how this resonates for you. But just this beautiful energy of abundance and prosperity. And finally, passion. This is, it's like your frustration with situations is really your passion thwarted. You know, you have all this passion inside. You have all this beautiful creative energy inside that you're not able to let out. And it's being thwarted right now. But this situation, as it heals, that energy will come out and you will just be, you're just going to be in a much better place. You're going to be feeling more like yourself. You're going to be feeling empowered, and you're going to watch how the situations around you begin to reflect that back to you. It's really quite beautiful. Let's pull a heart and soul message as we begin to close the reading here for you. This says, something you love may be coming to an end, and it's only natural for you to be saddened. However, this ending also provides a new beginning. All unfolds for your highest good. Life is full of transformation, and with a new beginning comes a new chapter in the story that is you. And I'm also going to pull a soul card, a soul truth card here for Pisces. A soul card for Pisces, please. Thank you. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. So here's some examples of ways that you can take care of yourself more. Set stronger boundaries, meditate and listen to your heart, speak to yourself with compassion, focus on your strengths, Say no to something that isn't a soul yes. Say yes to something you are afraid of. Let go of what you cannot control. Stay far away from drama and negativity. Ask for help and allow it. Write down 3 things that you are grateful for. All right, my dear Pisces, I'm sending you much love and blessings. Again, I hope that these messages have brought you some clarity and some guidance on your journey. And until we see you again in October, much love to you. Thank you.